Hello everybody. So today's gonna do a little video on shooting one of my favorite rifles. You guys have seen this one before. It's the Browning manufactured model 1886 and 4570. So this guy was manufactured, I believe, in the late 80s, early 90s, somewhere in that time frame. I think they made around about 10 years on these. So the made in Morocco, made in Japan. Those guys did a great job on these guns. Fit and finish was just absolutely beautiful. These guns are pretty highly sought after, I think, in today's world. I was able to pick this up 6 months, a year ago. I'm not sure how long I've had it, but I really love this gun. I wanted to do a video on it because I've started casting my own bullets for it. Hopefully you guys seen that video. I did. It was a pretty long video, but it was on the process of making wheel weights into ingots into bullets, and then the finished bullet. I think I did part of it with the sizing and the lubing. So that's the bullets we're going to be shooting today. I'll show you guys those. So this is just the bullet. Not well sure what you guys can see it, but flat base, got 2 lube grooves and a crimp groove. A little bit different than those Acme bullets. So you guys seen the other video where I was shooting these Acme bullets, these powder coated ones. These were great bullets, really are. Today's world, I decided to start casting my own for this. These guys are just hard to come by and they're a little bit pricey. Great bullet, Acme 350 grain round nose. They're a little different. They're a bevel base. If I remember correctly, they had a single grease groove, which with no lube in them because of the powder coat. Had great luck with these. These guys shot really good. So I tried to just match the bullet when I ordered the mold from Acme. This bullet to the one the closest they had. This is the one I come up with. The meat plat is a little bit different. It's a little bit bigger on my bullet than this one. Not that it really matters, but to me, the big thing on these home cast bullets is the flat base. This guy's got a bevel base, but being powder coated pretty much eliminates leading. Powder coating is a great thing. I guess I just probably need to dive in and learn how to do it and start doing it. But for me, these flat base bullets, I've had great luck with no leading and great accuracy. So I haven't shot these yet today, or yet before today, so we'll give them a whirl. So I was going to show you just part of the reloading process. As I was loading, if you guys can see, this bullet is not quite seated what I would say perfectly in the grease groove, or excuse me, the crimp groove. This guy is. So I made just some small adjustments as I'm getting my machine set up, and I don't know if you can see that, but that cartridge overall length is maybe just a few thousandths longer. These are the guys I'm going to be shooting for accuracy. Probably in real world, this bullet will shoot just fine. I mean, we're talking maybe 20-30 thousandths difference, maybe not even that much. Odds are, accuracy wise, would be just fine. But for today, I want to shoot on paper. I want to see how these home cast bullets compare to those Acme bullets. So I'm going to shoot these ones that I feel like is properly placed and crimped. I'm using the Lee factory crimp die. Don't know if you guys have had experience with that. That's a great tool. It really is in a lot of applications. This is really the only thing I use it on. I use Dillon dies for my 45 ACP, which is a taper crimp, and also Dillon dies for my 44 Mag, which is a roll crimp. Had great success with both of these. This is a little bit unique. I feel like that Lee factory crimp die is probably a little better fit for this 4570. I've heard of guys using them on 3030s, a lot of different applications. I haven't had that experience, but I sure like it for this. Just makes a beautiful crimp. I don't know, I'm just tickled pink with that. So we'll shoot these guys on paper and see if they're as accurate as those Acme bullets. I sure hope so. I got a whole big can of them, so we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, getting ready to shoot here. I was going to show you something on this. So I'm using one of those lead sleds, you know, real popular rest. And one of my viewers on the other video of this 1886 said that these are kind of a rubber coat on where the rifle actually sits. Says that can be real hard on a nice wood finish. So, you know, this is the beauty of this YouTube deal. I would have never even thought about that. I haven't shot this rest on a really nice wood finished rifle much, you know, between ARs and, you know, synthetic stock rifles that I have. I've never really even thought of it. So that was a great comment. I wish I could think of the guy's name right off this bat. I'd like to tell him thanks for that, but hopefully he'll see this video and know that I appreciate the comment. That's, you know, that's what this is all about, is just sharing information. You know, that comment probably saved me some heartache, that I've got this beautiful rifle And if I come out here and do quite a bit of shooting with it, I sure hate to rub that finish off. So that's a great thing. That's why I love the comments. We're just learning from one another. So hopefully you guys learned something today. Alrighty, we'll take a couple shots. See how it likes the new home cast bullets. Alright, they don't look too bad. I'll flip the camera around and show you guys. So I had one shot that didn't really feel all that good. I'm going to call that one. This guy here. These two look pretty dang good. I'll shoot another 3-shot group and see how it looks. And if we can call that one a flyer, I think that was my second shot. Just, I don't know, just kind of flinched on it or something. I don't know. Those two are under an inch. We'll see if we can put some more in there. So those 2 shots that were like pretty decent group, you know, an inch or so, and then had that little bit of a flyer. But you know what's interesting is the point of impact on that's almost exactly the same. I sighted that in, so I wanted, you know, a couple inches high at 50, put me about right on out to, you know, 150 or so for game. So tickled with that. I think the gun's going to shoot good. I think it was just me kind of having a weak moment there, loosen up behind the trigger. Not sure what's happening. I'm having a little bit of an off day. So here's the first flyer, and I had a flyer there. So I got 4 shots, slightly over an inch out of 6, which ain't fancy shooting by any stretch. Yeah, so that's about 1.5 inches. So from here to here's about 1.5 inches. That ain't fancy shooting really, but you know, that's 4 right there. With some flyers. I'm afraid I've got to take credit for the flyers. Pretty sure it's not the gun doing that, but we'll go shoot another little group and see what it does. So those are all marked. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 right in there. So we'll go shoot another group, see what it does. All right, well, I'm gonna share something with you guys. I think I'm done shooting for today. This is this home cast bullet I showed you guys, and I hope you can see it. So when I'm closing that lever, it seems a little bit tight. I mean, not extreme, but a little bit. And I thought I better check that. I hope you guys can see that. That bullet is touching the riflings. Not a good way to operate. I need to get that, you know, and it's just this bullet design. I may even email the guy at Accurate and see what his thoughts are. Because that's not how I want to run this. And that can cause pressure spikes. It's not the right way to do it. My only other option is grab that other bullet. My other option is take this bullet and seat it down another thousandth, or you know, a few thousandths past the crimp groove, which is less than ideal. But I honestly think with that Leaf Factory crimp die and a soft lead bullet, I think I can put enough crimp on that, and that'll keep that bullet from moving around in the magazine. I got a good friend that got me into cast bullets. I mean, he's way smarter than me. I'm gonna call and consult him, see what he says about it. But I may experiment with putting them down in there a little further. I want to get out of those riflings. I just don't think that's the right way to run this. So anyway, so we're done shooting for today. I'll do a follow-up video on this. I mean, please leave some comments. There's a lot of people that's got more experience with 4570 than I do. Please let me know what experience you guys have had, or yeah, you know, maybe I just need to, maybe this just ain't the right mold for this gun. That's kind of what it feels like, but I'm not 100% sure. I hope not, because I got a whole slug of bullets for them. So, alrighty. So, you know, I got thinking about this. You know, I even had the thought of not even posting this video. Kind of a fail, really. You know, I got this new mold, and I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. Honestly, I'm going to get hold of that friend of mine that's a lot smarter than I and see what he says about it. But I'm gonna put this video up anyway, just because, you know, I've read some things about these Browning made 1886s that the cylinder throats are a little bit tight, and I think that's what I'm running into here. So that Acme bullet, it just happened to have a little bit different nose profile that I didn't get into rifling, because the lever about fell shut on that. So I'm gonna put this video up. Like I say, I'm gonna almost call this a little bit of a failure with this bullet. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is just seating that bullet deeper with the Lee factory crimp die. I believe that I can have success with it, but I'm gonna find out. I'll do a follow-up video on this and tell you guys what I find. You know, say this, you know, I'm gonna check around some people that got more experience than I do, and if they say, oh, that ain't gonna work, you're gonna have nothing but trouble, I'll probably end up just trying to find a different mold. But anyway, I'll do a follow-up on it. Please comment if you guys got any experience with this. Like I say, this is my first Browning that I've had. Let me know if you guys know anything about it. Tell me what your thoughts are. I'm going to try to figure this one out. So this is kind of the fun thing about casting your own bullets and reloading, as you run into these problems and try to get them figured out. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.